Okay, so just stand with your feet hip distance apart and your hands facing you. Oh, just one moment. It's been raining all day and it really affects the internet, so let's keep our fingers crossed for a clear class. Okay, so standing nice and tall, roll your shoulders back and down, tuck your tailbone, and then inhale, bring your arms up and come up onto your tiptoes. Breathing in, and then exhale, swim your arms down, breathing out. So inhale, take the arms up onto the tiptoes, and then exhaling, arms come down, swim down, heels down. Inhale again, we go up, and then exhale, swim the arms down, and we'll do one more of these. So inhale, arms up, and exhale, swim the arms down. Okay, now face your hands to me, and then inhale, arms come up and touch the hands together, tiptoes. Exhale, bring the hands down by your sides. Okay, inhale, arms up, and then exhale, bring the hands down, come down onto your heels. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, arms down. Okay, last one, cross your wrists, one hand over the other. Inhale, come all the way up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, bring your arms down. Change. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Okay, change again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. And change the last time. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms down. Okay, so let's come to Vinyasa. So inhale, take your arms to 90 degrees. And then exhale, rotate your body, but keep your hips facing the front. So if you've rotated right, you can bend the left arm, keep it at shoulder height, and look towards your your middle finger of your backhand. Keeping the hips forward, make sure they don't rotate round with your body. Inhale and bring your arms to the front, and then exhale, go around the other side. So again, we bend into the front arm, and we take the other arm back as far as we can. Look back to the middle finger of your backhand. Try to keep the hips facing the front. Keep the shoulders relaxed and down. Inhale, bring the arms to the front. Exhale, bring your hands down by your sides. Okay, so inhale, take your arms up, look up to your thumbs. Exhale, fold yourself forward, hands down to the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, looking forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring the arms up, hands come together, look to the thumbs. Exhale, bring the hands down. So we just start to connect the breath and the movement. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward so you can put hands to shins if need be. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms up, look to the thumbs. Exhale, hands down by your sides. Bring your hands to your heart center, close your eyes. Tuck your tailbone so tailbone goes down, bandus engaged. Engage your Ujjayi breath. Now inhale, bring the arms up, lean back. Exhale, fold yourself forward, hands down to the mat. Inhale, step back with the right leg, drop the back knee down, and inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Let the hips drop forward so you feel a nice stretch on the hip flexors. Exhale, take yourself into downward facing dog. Inhaling, bring yourself into the plank position. Exhaling, you can come to your knees, chest and chin. And then inhaling for baby cobra. So keep the hips on the ground, bend the arms, shoulders back and down, lift the gaze, lift the chest. Exhale, tabletop and downward facing dog. Right foot comes to the top of the mat, inhaling, drop the back knee down, lift the chest, lift the gaze. And again, letting the hips drop forward so you can feel that nice stretch on your hip flexors. Exhaling, step forward with the left leg, fold. Inhaling, bring the hands together, come all the way up, lean back. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Okay, let's do that again. Inhale, arms up, lean back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your right leg back to the back of the mat, drop the knee down, This time, inhale, lift the arms up. So hips are still dropped forward. Arms up, look towards the thumbs. Try to depress your shoulders down. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step back for downward facing dog. Inhaling, come forward for plank. Now exhale, chaturanga. So lowering yourself down. Inhale, roll up your toes for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, your right leg comes forward. Drop the back knee down. Untuck the toes, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Lengthen through the spine, depress the shoulders. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step the left leg forward, fold. Inhale, bring the hands together, come all the way up, lean back. And then exhale, hands to the heart center. Let's do it one more time. So inhale, lean back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back with the right leg, drop the back knee down, and inhaling still, arms up, look to the thumbs. Exhaling, hands come down to the mat, step back for downward facing dog. Inhaling, come for chaturanga, so plank, lowering yourself down. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Right leg comes forward, drop the back knee down. Inhale, arms up, look to the thumbs. Depress the shoulders. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step the left leg forward and fold. Inhale, hands come together, come all the way up, lean back. Exhale, hands come to your heart center. Bring your hands down by your side, Samastitihi. Inhale, step your right leg to the back of the mat. Turn both of your toes inwards, place your hands onto your waist. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold yourself forward and place your hands on the ground directly under your face. Left hand comes into the center. Inhale, open up the right side of the body. Look towards the right thumb. So try to push your left arm into the mat as much as you can, and so you can rotate your body. And then one hand. The line is stacked from your fingertips to your bottom hand. Exhale, look down to the ground. Place your right hand down onto the ground. Turn your right foot out to the side slightly and bend into the right leg, lifting the left toes from the ground. If you wish to, come into Anjali Mudra, or if it's a little bit too much, you can keep your hands onto the ground. Place your hands onto the ground. Now where your right knee is at the right side of your arm here, you can bring yourself forward so your left toes touch again onto the mat, and then lift the right toes off the ground into our half crow. Place your right foot down onto the ground. Inhaling, come back to center. Put your right hand on the ground directly under your face, and then open up the left side of your body. And again, push strong into the mat with your right hand. Rotate your body as much as you can. Look towards your top hand. Exhaling, look down to the ground. Bring your left hand down. Turn the left foot out to the side slightly, and then bend into the left knee, lifting the right toes up. Okay, if it feels okay, come into Anjali Mudra, bring your body up. Try and sit nice and tall, but if not, keep your hands on the ground, no problem. And try and keep the heel on the ground. If it does lift up a little bit, it's kind of okay, all right, but aim in the future to put your heel down onto the ground. Okay, and then hands come down to the ground. And then where your knee is on the outside of your arm here, you can lift yourself up into a half crow. Placing that foot back down onto the ground and inhale and bring yourself to center. Okay, exhale, fold as much as you can forward. So put your hands, if you can, in line with your feet and bring your chest through your legs and your head. Now keep your thighs engaged. It will help your hamstrings release a little bit. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine, look forward. Bring your hands forward again. Okay, so drop your left knee down to the ground and your right leg out to the side. Come up onto your knee. So here, your knee and your foot is in the same line. Okay, we come to gate pose. So place your right hand onto your right leg, lift your left arm up and over, and fold over your straight leg. A nice deep breathe in just through the nose. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, release. Okay, so drop your right knee onto the mat, left foot goes out to the side, avoiding the cat. Okay, inhale, right arm comes up, and then exhale, forward down your left side. So 5 breaths here. Inhale, come up. Exhale, put your hands back down onto the ground. Stand up through your right leg so you're back into your Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Place your hands onto your waist. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, just here. Inhale, take your arms out to the side. Exhale, turn your right toes to the back of the mat and then fold down for Trikonasana. So you can hold wherever you wish on your leg, either onto your shin, or if you can take hold of your big toe, then you can do that. Look up to the top hand. So remember to try and get yourself as slim as possible in this pose, in Trikonasana. I always say, like a piece of bread going into the toaster. So nice and slim. Inhaling, come all the way up. Exhaling, turn your right toes in, turn your left toes to the front of the mat, and fold down on the left side. So again, hold wherever is best for you, either on your shin or hold on to your big toe. Looking up to your right hand, your right thumb. And it may be here that you need to just lean back a little bit with your chest. That'll make you slimmer. So generally, we try and reach too far and then this happens, the chest faces the floor. So if that happens, come up to your shin, open your chest as much as you can, so you're really nice and slim in this position. Inhaling, come all the way up, and then exhaling, step to the front of your mat, Savasthiti. Inhale, arms up, look to the thumbs. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. And then exhale, step or jump back for Chaturanga. Okay, so you're in your plank position, lowering yourself down. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. So spread your fingers nice and wide, tailbone high, heels down towards the ground. Try to look towards your navel. And if you were to look between your feet, you would see that you could fit just 2 fists in between your feet. Inhaling, look to your hands, bend your legs slightly, and then you can walk, jump or step up towards the top of your hands. Lengthen your spine, look forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale, bend your knees and come all the way up. For Utkatasana, chair pose. So bending through the knees, tailbone is tucked down, and reaching the arms straight up north, and look into the thumbs. Inhale. Exhale, bring the left elbow to the outside of the right leg, bend the knees some more, and rotate your body, opening up to the side. Now, if you want to from here, you can place your hands down to the ground and reach your right arm up. Look towards your right thumb. Okay, looking down to the ground, bring your hands back into Anjali Mudra, and then take them all the way up, keeping that slight bend on your knees, back into Utkatasana. Exhaling, bend into the knees some more, take your right elbow to the outside of your left leg, and open your body as much as you can to the side. Same here, if you want to, place your right hand to the outside of the right foot, left hand goes up towards the sky, look at the left thumb. Exhaling, look down to the ground, bring your hands back into Anjali Mudra, come up again for Utkatasana. Inhaling, straightening through the legs, and bring your hands down by your sides. Inhale, step the right leg to the back of the mat. Turn your toes inwards and right toes to the back of the mat. Bend into the right knee a lot, put your right hand on the inside of the right foot and reach your left hand straight up to the sky. So looking at the left thumb. Exhaling, bring the left hands down, and now you're framing your right foot. Now you might want to step that left foot in a little bit and turn the toes so they are 45 degrees towards the way you're facing. Straightening the front leg for Parshvattanasana. So if this is a little bit too deep for your hamstring, then obviously you can always come up to whichever position is good for you. Now bend into the right knee, walk the hands around, turn your right toes in, left toes to the top of the mat, maybe a little step, Parshvattanasana on the left side. Now you might want to take a little step backwards and turn your foot to the side a little bit. As you bend into your left knee, put the left hand on the inside of the left foot and then open up the side of the body. So now right hand is facing the sky, looking towards your right thumb. Inhaling to come up, and then exhale, rotate on your heels. So again, you're facing the back of your mat. Drop your back knee down, place your hands onto your waist. Now inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, fold to the outside of your right leg. Place your hands into Namaste, Anjali Mudra. And then exhale. When you're ready, inhale. Try and push through your left toes, taking your left knee from the mat. So push your left arm against your right leg as much as you can, rotating your body. Exhale, look down to the ground, bring the hands down. Inhale, we come all the way up. And then exhale, rotate on your heels, and then drop the right knee down, hands to the waist. Inhale, right arm goes up. Exhale, forward to the outside of the left leg. Place the hands into Namaste. When you're ready, inhale, push through the right toes. Exhaling, look down to the ground. Inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale, step to the front of your mat, Samasthiti. Inhale, take the arms up, look to the thumbs. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, Chaturanga, jump your feet back. Chaturanga, lowering yourself down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's stay here for a few breaths. So spreading the fingers nice and wide. Try to look towards your navel. And try to keep the shoulders away from the ears. So rather than letting your armpits roll outwards, try to aim your underarms, your armpits down towards the ground. So they're facing down to the ground. So opening up the shoulders at the back. Inhaling, come forward for plank. Now lift your right foot off the ground. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Now let's do some hip circles. So we do 5 in one direction, 5 in the other direction. Take the leg back, raise it nice and high. Exhale, bring it all the way up to the top of your mat. Drop the back knee down, walk the right foot out to the right side, untuck the toes at the back, and come here into your lizard pose. If you have the availability, you can always come down to your forearms. So just making sure that we've got a nice forward projection, so we're not here in 90-90 on our legs. So letting the hips drop forward. Now tuck the back toes under, stand through that back leg, and you'll feel that a lot more onto the hip flexors. Place the back knee down onto the ground, walk the right foot in, and the hand comes to the outside of the right foot. And then come back into downward facing dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Okay, so then bringing yourself forward into your plank position, raising the left leg up. And then bring the left knee towards the left elbow. And let's do those 5 circles. Okay, and then 5 the other way. All the way out to the back, raise the leg. Exhaling, bring the leg all the way up to the top of the mat. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. Walk the left foot out to the left side of the mat, put the left hand on the inside of the left foot. Again, if you have the availability, you can always come down to your forearms. Tucking the back toe under, stand up through that back leg. Coming down onto your back knee, keeping the back toe tucked under. Walk the left foot in, left hand comes to the outside of the left foot. We come to downward facing dog. Okay, so take a nice big inhale now, bring the right leg forward all the way up to the top of the mat. Drop the back heel down, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Open the arms, Warrior 2. Reverse warrior, left hand goes onto the back leg, the right arm comes up and over. Keep that back leg nice and strong. Inhale and come up, warrior 2. Turn that back foot slightly, warrior 1. Open the shoulders back and down. Bring the hands to your heart center. Shuffle that back leg forward a little bit and then come up on the front leg, raising the back leg up. And if you keep a little bend on this front leg here, it will help your balance. Maybe see if you can take your arms all the way forward. Inhale and drop back down, warrior 1. Exhale, step to the front of the mat, Samasthiti. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale and bring the left foot forward to the top of the mat. Drop the back heel down. Inhale, arms up. Warrior 1, left side. It's got a nice good bend on this front leg. Back leg is nice and straight and strong. Back foot is facing 45 degrees towards the way you're facing. Spine is nice and strong. Shoulders are depressed down. Look into your thumbs. Inhale and open your arms, warrior 2. On the warrior 2, your back foot can turn so it faces the long edge of your mat. So your toes face the long edge. Look towards the left middle finger. Place your right hand down onto your right leg. Reach the left arm up and over. Inhale and come up. Exhale. Inhale, warrior 1. Bring your hands to your heart center. Shuffle your right leg forward. Take your weight onto your left leg. Raise your back leg. Take your arms forward if that's okay. Warrior 1. Exhale, step to the front of your mat, Samasthiti. Well done. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, jump or step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and bend in the knees slightly, look towards the hands. And you can jump, walk or slide to sit. Okay. So sitting into your position, take your hands behind your back and hold your right hand with your left wrist. So like this, but behind your back. Inhale. Exhale, bend through your back and your forehead comes to your knee. Inhale in to come up. Exhale, left knee. Inhaling, come up. Exhale, center. Inhaling, come up. And exhale, release. Take your legs out in front of you. So we'll come into Paschimottanasana. So sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, raise your arms up. Make some length in your spine. Exhale, fold yourself forward, just wherever you can reach. Try and keep your back nice and flat. So if your hamstrings are a little bit tight, it would be much better to be in this position here with your nice flat back than to be in this position here with a rounded back. Okay, so whichever position you're in, try to keep your back nice and flat. Inhale, lengthening the spine, look forward. And exhale, release. Bring the soles of your feet together. And we'll keep them a little bit further away from the body. So normally in the dynamic ones, I bring them close in. But this time we'll stay further away, so you've got a diamond shape. Inhale. Exhale. Fold down. And just bring your head towards your feet. Inhale, lift and let them through the spine. Now take your peace fingers around your big toe and bring your feet a little bit closer in. Okay, so if it feels okay now, we'll come to Upishta Konasana. So you can always take your hands to your calves if need be. So balance a little bit further back than your sit bones. Bring your legs up. And nice and straight. So straight arms, straight legs, straight back. And just look up slightly. If it's not possible to hold your toes, you can always hold your calves. Exhale, bring your legs together. Inhale. Exhale, remove your arms to here. You can always bend in your legs if that's more doable for you. Exhale, cross your legs, roll yourself forward and jump your feet back for a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands, bend your knees, jump yourself forward to sit. Okay. Bring your right leg into your right thigh. So we'll come for Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Now if you've got quite a gap between your knee and the ground, it's always good to put a block here, because otherwise you feel like you're going to tumble over to the side. So even though the gap I have on mine is quite small, I would still use a block normally in my practice to keep me upright. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, release. Okay, bring your right foot now into your right sit bone. Make sure you've got some space in between your heel and thigh. Outside of your foot is in line with the outside of the hip. Bring your right hand behind you. Inhale, your left arm goes up. Make some space in your spine. And then exhale, fold to the outside of your right leg and rotate round as much as you can. So keeping the left leg engaged, left foot engaged. Every time you inhale, lift up through the spine. Every time you exhale, try and rotate a little bit Inhale in, look to the front, and then exhale and release. Okay, so take your left foot into your right thigh, and then inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold yourself forward, trying to keep that nice flat back. Inhale, lengthening through the spine, look forward, and then exhale and release. Take your left leg and put it into, or your left foot, put it to your left sit bone. Again, make sure the outside of the foot lines to the outside of your hip. Left hand goes behind this time. Inhale, right arm goes up. Exhale, fold to the outside of your left leg and rotate round. So keeping the right leg engaged, right foot engaged, and rotating. Every time you inhale, lift up. Every time you exhale, rotate a little bit more. Inhale, look to the front, and then exhale, release. Okay, bringing yourself down into lying down, and bring your feet in towards your sit bones. Inhale, lift up through your back, so pushing up, using your quads and engaging your glutes. Interlace your fingers under your back, roll your shoulders together, and then lift your back up nice and high. Exhale, bring yourself down. Now cross your right leg over your left. So your your right ankle is on your thigh. And then reach your arms through for thread the needle. Take behind the left thigh and then relax down onto your back. Now try to bring your leg as close into your body as you can. You'll feel this stretch around your right hip. Placing the left foot down onto the ground. Take hold of your toe of your right leg and raise your leg up. If you can't quite touch your toe, you can always hold your calf. And then slide your left leg so that it becomes straight. Now with the left leg, try and push the calf into the mat. So with your straight leg, try to push the calf into the mat and keep your foot flexed. Your right leg, you can always hold here or here, so big toe or calf. Inhale, exhale. Your left hand comes to your pelvis bone that's sticking up and bring your right leg out to the right side as much as you can. So again, if you can't quite hold your toe, you can always put your elbow onto the ground and support your leg in the calf. And then look over your left shoulder. Inhaling to bring the leg up. And then exhale to release the toe or calf and bring it back down to the mat. Okay, so bend into your right leg, put your right foot onto the ground. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh. And then reach your arms through, take hold behind your right calf, behind your right thigh. and relax yourself down. And then bring your leg into your body as much as you can. So stretching the outer hip on the left side. Bringing the right foot now down to the ground. Take hold of the left toes and then extend the left leg up. Okay, and so either hold your toe or your calf, depending on where it's comfortable for you, and then straighten the right leg down the mat and aim the right calf into the mat. So straighten your leg and try to push your calf into the mat. Your right foot is flexed. So again, you're either holding your toe or your calf, or behind your thigh, wherever is available to you. Now inhale and exhale, hand comes to the pelvis bone that's sticking up, and then take the left leg out to the left side. And then look over your right shoulder. So you're pushing down onto your right pelvis bone, trying to keep the calf pressed into the mat. And remember, if you can't hold your toe or your calf there, you can place your elbow onto the ground and then just cup your hand and support your leg. Now inhale, bring the leg up, and exhale, release your leg down to the mat. Okay, so keeping your legs just as they are, straight in that position. Bring your legs now, both legs up towards the sky. Okay, so we're going to come into like a prep for shoulder stand. You can stay in that position instead of doing shoulder stand if you want to. So this is actually a mudra. So place your elbows into the mat and lift your body up, place your hands onto your back. Okay, now tuck your tailbone down. So if you look at my back, it's at an angle of 45 degrees. I'm not trying to take it straight up into the air. And my toes are in line with my eyes. So tuck your tailbone down. Now exhale, bring the legs all the way over the top of the head if you can. Now try to just concentrate on what you're doing and listen to my voice, and don't look at the screen unless it's very much within your eye line and you don't have to move your head. So don't look at the screen by moving your head. You don't want to risk your neck. If your feet touch the ground, interlace your fingers and straighten your arms onto the mat. If they don't touch the ground above your head, then keep your hands on your back. Now replace your hands to your back and we'll come into shoulder stand. So now take the legs up, straight up towards the sky. And now we're trying to reach for the sky with our toes. So try to get your body as straight as you can and reach the toes up north. You can come out whenever you need to, but just make sure you do it nice and slow, or obviously you can wait for my instructions. Now bend your knees slightly, put your hands onto the mat and use them as a brake to come down. So really try to come down nice and slow. Okay, now straighten your legs down the mat. Come onto your elbows, push your elbows into the ground and come onto the top of your head. Lift your chest up as much as you can. And now gently untuck your head and lie yourself down. Bring your knees into your chest. And now you can rock forward and backwards, forward and backwards, forward and backwards, and come all the way up to sit. Place your hands behind your back and hold onto your elbows. Inhale. Exhale, fold yourself forward, bring your head down towards the ground. Inhale and come up. And then exhale, lie yourself down again onto your mat. Bring your feet in towards your sit bones. Take your arms out like a T, and this time your palms face downwards. Okay, inhale. Exhale, let your knees fall to the right side and look over your left shoulder. Bring your head back to center and your knees come up. And then exhale, take them to the left side. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, look to the sky and bring your knees back to center. Bring your feet into your sit bones. Inhale, lift up. We'll do our Setu Pandasana for the second time, rolling the shoulders together. Lift the back up nice and high. 5 breaths here. Exhale, bring yourself down. We'll come into our last Setu Pandasana. So we'll have a little variation. So inhale, lift up, and this time see if you can reach for your ankles. Exhale, bring yourself down. Bring your knees into your chest. Have a little roll around on your spine. Rock forward and backwards. And then bring yourself all the way up. This time, keeping the legs straight, fold forward for Paschimottanasana. Inhale in to lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale in, crossing the legs. Place your hands into Chimudra. So first finger and thumb tips together, straight arms, straight fingers, straight back, and tuck your head back and slightly down, chin towards your chest. Relax your shoulders. So nice deep breaths. So imagine filling up your chest, your lungs, your back and your sides. So the whole of your lung capacity, not just in the chest. Expand your whole rib cage as you inhale and feel it sink with your exhale. And then gently release. And let's bring ourselves back into our final pose, Shavasana. So lie yourself down, take your feet out towards the side of your mat. Bring yourself down, palms facing upwards, just a little bit away from your body. And let's spend a few moments here. So gently start to have a little bit of movement through your fingers and your toes. Deepen your breath. And then make that movement a little bit bigger into the ankles and the wrists. And then take your arms all the way up over the top of your head. And bring your feet together so we can have a full body stretch. And then bend your legs, place your feet by your sit bones. And roll to your right side using your right arm as a pillow. When you're ready, bring yourself up to seated, keeping your eyes closed, and place your hands in front of your heart center. And let's close the session with one Om, so take a nice deep breath in. Om. Slowly open your eyes. Namaste.